What's up, RamzzzTV? Welcome back to the channel. So for today we finally have something different. It seems that just yesterday we got a tease for Injustice 3. But before we get into any of that, be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so if you don't know who Tom Taylor is, he is a comic book writer who has written the Injustice comic books as well as a bunch of other popular titles for both DC Comics and Marvel, and just yesterday he posted an image that gives us a pretty big tease at more Injustice content, aka Injustice 3. But before we get into any of that, let's get to the comics of the day. So first up we have Deathstroke, another gun character, wonderful. Honestly, if Deathstroke were to make it into MK11, I don't think his main weapon would be the gun. I'm pretty sure it would be his swords. Kind of like Spawn. Spawn has guns, but it's not really his main choice of weaponry. And I'm pretty sure that's how Deathstroke would work. I'm pretty sure they would make his main weapons his swords, and then his guns would just be like a whatever weapon. Next up we have, I honestly want to see Rorschach from Watchmen as a guest character. Honestly, dude, I would love more than anything to play as Watchmen characters, whether it's Rorschach, Dr. Manhattan, Night Owl, but I'd rather they be in Injustice 3, just because I think that's where they deserve to make their debut. And lastly, we have, as much as I like MK11, I want Injustice 3 soon. Don't worry bro, you and me both, and it looks like that might be happening. So anyway guys, go ahead and check these out. Now as you can see, I posted it twice because you can see that he posted it on both Instagram and Twitter, and this got a bunch of attention. There's already been articles about it. Half the comments are like, oh, Injustice 3, and this is really good news because if there is no Injustice 3 comic books, it's going to be really hard for NRS to actually make an Injustice 3 game since they have no story to go off of. So with Tom Taylor posting this pic, he's all but confirming that he is going to start writing more Injustice comics, which would obviously be Injustice 3, therefore giving NetherRealm Studios a story to make an Injustice 3 video game of. So this is really great news. And on top of that, Injustice 3 supposedly has like a release window of 2022. So by the time 2022 comes, there's already going to be a bunch of Injustice 3 comics, which would definitely give, like I said, NRS Studios a bunch of story to go off of. Because as of right now, it's kind of hard for NetherRealm Studios to be developing an Injustice 3 game with no real story to go off. Unless they don't do Injustice 3 as the next game and they do some other DC game or maybe a Marvel game. I don't know what's up next for NetherRealm Studios, but assuming it's Injustice, they need to wait a bit for these comics to actually come out, and then they can make their video game. So I don't know what's going to happen guys, but it does look like we are going to get some Injustice 3 comics, therefore leading to an Injustice 3 game in the future. So thank God for that. But what I want to know is, what do you guys think about this? Do you think we're going to get an Injustice 3 game next or something else? Please let me know why or why not in the comment section down below. Other than that, be sure to stay subscribed for more videos just like this one. Thank you for watching, and peace.